Hey
album
man,
drop
I
on
do what I
knowledge,
do.
I want you to get more than you would get out of any other broadcast. See, I want to put it in context for you. Solomon, the great King Solomon said, "There's nothing new under the sun." And when you begin to see the patterns in the universe and you start seeing how the world really operates, then it becomes less of a um, less confusion. You see, I guess what I'm saying is the more rotations you have around the earth, the more you learn. And if you can read books and read history, something that I enjoy doing and have always enjoyed doing for these years on this planet, then things become very clear. So I see things. You see, I see it because I've read. But again, if history has taught us anything, it's that white supremacy always breaks its tools when they become useless. And if you've been paying attention, you can see it happening in real time. Joy Reid is gone. She was used to keep black voters in check. And the moment her ratings dropped, she lost influence and she was thrown out like garbage. And Barack Obama is on his way out. He thought he could waltz back into the black community and demand obedience, but black men rejected him outright. His words no longer carry weight, and soon he'll be politically irrelevant, and so he'll be useless. And you're going to see the treatment he gets. Charlemagne the God and Stephen Smith, them two cats are scrambling to prove that they're still valuable. Most of these actors and entertainers don't know what the heck to do. Did you see how much money Kamala Harris gave to all these different entertainers just to show up and support her? And did it help? No. So all these people are scrambling. See, they don't believe, they don't even believe what they're saying. These so-called folk like Stephen A. Smith and Charlemagne the God, but they know the times are changing. And see, it doesn't matter if you're a black liberal or a conservative. If you're serving white supremacy, okay, which goes against the interests of your own people, and this is for anybody around the world, okay, recognize that your time is limited. Now, for these far-right black conservatives, okay, who are mocking and degrading and tearing down their own people for clicks and views, you walking directly into the same trap. You don't think the white liberals and the white conservatives have the same trap set up? They got the same blueprint. I see it happening right now. You got this man from Fresh and Fit called Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines is over there spewing, promoting and degrading black women. I'm not talking about loving critiques. I'm talking about promoting the worst stereotypes. The same thing he does with black men. And he's spewing this anti-Jewish rhetoric, which is going to get him nowhere quick. Same thing with Candace Owens, attacking Jewish people, attacking black people, completely unaware that the same conservative forces she aligns with will turn on her. You see these black YouTube so-called conservatives, right? Repeating white nationalist talking points, laughing at struggles of their own people, thinking they're safe because they have an audience. And I know Candace Owens is Caribbean, and I know Myron Gaines is East African, but as far as white folk concerned, y'all are all N-words. And that's how they see it. And they're using both of them as a tool. But see, they won't be safe for long because that's not how this system works. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how famous you are, or how long you've been useful. When white supremacy no longer needs you, you get discarded. Let me give you the play-by-play, okay? Let me tell y'all how I go. You heard it here first. All right, so they use you to control your own people. You become a mouthpiece. You become the face, the voice that convinces black people to stay in line, or you sway them to do something. You get a media platform. You get endorsement deals. You get invitations to the White House. You made to feel special. You're a special little chocolate chip. I would say snowflake, but we ain't white. special little chocolate chip. You above the rest of the little chocolate chips. Number 2, after they use you to control your people, they make sure you alienate your own people. You start to distance yourself. Oh, I'm not like those black people. I'm not like those foundational black Americans. I'm not like those black women. I'm not like those black men. Oh no. You start talking down to those same people. You adopt their rhetoric, their priorities, their agenda. You enforce their rules, thinking it protects you. It's both liberals and conservatives doing the same thing. That's what I need y'all to understand. And see, the moment you lose influence, they abandon you. Once your people stop listening to you, you are useless. Your media deals dry up. You get kicked off YouTube, etc., whatever. Your political allies stop returning your calls. You become disposable, and then they attack you. They bring up old allegations. They find a scandal. If they can't find one, they're going to make it up. They strip you of everything you built. And now you have no people to defend you because you've abandoned your own black people. That's how the game goes. You all know the examples. One of the biggest examples is Bill Cosby. He was America's dad. He was making millions. And then for whatever crazy reason, he just started to jump out the box and start blaming black people for our struggles, parading around like a gate. The man went on the tour, okay, being a moral gatekeeper. Told us to pull our pants up and stop complaining about racism. But when white America turned on him, who defended him? Nobody. We spoke a little bit about it, but we wasn't in the streets because he abandoned his own people, because he abandoned us first. It does not matter if you are a liberal or a Democrat. If you find yourself speaking reckless about black folk, those are your people. You got to learn to speak to your people from a place of love. That's why I tell y'all, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to tell you to vote your interest. I'm here to tell you I love you. I'm here to tell you I support you. I love you despite yourself. That's why I support that boy, what's that boy's name? Aaron Sloan. That's why I support that boy. Same thing I did for Kevin Samuels. Same thing I did for so many other black folk that you all don't know about. If you're going to speak to your people, you got to speak to your people and put life into them. See, I don't have a side. I'm neither Democrat or Republican, even though I'm a registered Democrat and have been my entire life. I'm on the side of black people. Period. Whatever side, we need to, what's good for us. And that's where you need to be. See, O.J. Simpson thought he could transcend race by marrying that white woman and by living a life that ignored the realities of being black in America. And then when they came for him, you know, we didn't really care. We was happy to see O.J. We was happy to see Johnny Cochran get justice or win in court, but we were really rooting for Johnny Cochran. We wasn't necessarily rooting for O.J. Because see, O.J. had proven that he was no longer one of us. Just like Barack Obama, just like Joy Reid, just like Bill Cosby, just like Candace Owens and that other boy, what's his real name? Myron Mustafa, whatever his name is. Okay? Black people love Michael Jackson. We love Michael Jackson. He was one of us. We like Big Nose Mike. Big Nose Mike with the Jackson 5, that's who we love, but he tried to erase his blackness. And his transformation made him, Michael Jackson went from a young, black, handsome black man to looking like a middle-aged white woman in a lifetime. And then when white supremacy decided he was too big and they was ready to tear him down, black folk didn't stand up for him. Now, Mike truly never really turned his back on black people. And from what I understand, he always stayed down. But at the end of the day, his outward appearance made it appear as though he's trying to distance himself from his blackness. And so we took the cue. Okay. All right. And we all know the story of Tiger Woods, right? For years, Tiger Woods was telling us he was, what's the word? Caucasian. Remember that? He was calling himself Cobbling Asian. Caucasian, black and Asian, Cobbling Asian. You remember that? Basically, that was him telling the world he was distancing himself from the black struggles, even though his daddy was black. And his daddy taught him all the skills he needed to play at the highest level. He thought his golf skills would protect him. But the moment he had a scandal, the moment we found out, the America found out that he was messing with all them white women, he lost his deals. I think that white woman was a nanny and she ended up getting like $1 billion out of him and the kids. We didn't support him, and white America turned their back on him, and instantly he'd never been the same. I think he broke his hip a couple times since then. So let me say this to you all. It doesn't matter how much money you make, how famous you are, or how many white allies and friends you have. If you do not have the loyalty, shout out to Yaya Kids. If you don't have the loyalty of your own people, you have nothing. Your job won't protect you. HR will fire you after you snitched on your coworkers and you'll be next, right? You've heard that before, right? Your political party won't protect you. They'll prop you up the moment you're no longer useful, you're done. Your celebrity status won't help you. Look at P. Diddy. The media will praise you today and bury you tomorrow. The only thing you have is your people. I want y'all to understand that. And loyalty is everything. Not blind loyalty, but strategic, intelligent loyalty to people who share your interests, your struggles, and your future. That means, and I'm not telling you to just vote for some black person just because of the color of their skin. Vote your interests. Vote your interests. And understand that white supremacists always use black faces to do his dirty work, to control us, to deceive us, to keep us in line. From the west coast of Africa to the plantation to the politics of right now. Understand that when those same faces outlive their usefulness, they're discarded, they're destroyed, and they're replaced. So if you think aligning yourself, whether it's Republican, a Democrat, a conservative, a left wing, whatever, if you think aligning yourself with them will save you, you need to think again. If you think disrespecting and disowning and treating your people bad and not doing what you're supposed to do for your people is worth selling out, history's proved otherwise. Barack Obama's a wealthy man. But what he don't realize, and what many folk don't realize at this point, he's just another tool waiting to be broke. And you see it happening right before your eyes. This is Uncle D. I love you all. God bless y'all. As I always say at this time, I'm humbly appreciative of you all coming in here, hanging out with me. I hope you learned something. Shout out to the replay gang. If you get to the bottom of this, man, replay gang, make sure you type replay gang in the chat room. Nevertheless, this is Uncle D. I love you guys. And as I always say, I'm out.
Put your hands up, homie, and stand up. Everyone knows black men are shit. Yeah. Put your hands up, homie, and stand up. Everyone knows black men are
Black men tired of these black Democrat celebrities pushing Kamala Harris. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, how you nuts?
Shit ain't funny. Get mad, we ain't supporting Kamala. Tell them ain't mad, pick a swallow. It's about black jobs, black dollars. Not them, black men, we gon' follow. Tell a white husband he can goggle. I put that on a stack of black Bibles. Any black woman that's a rival, ex-slave master, baby, for survival. Hands up, homie, stand up. Everyone knows black men are shit. Yeah. Put your hands up, homie, and stand up. Everyone knows black men the shit.
I don't have the same talking points. I don't want you cats to be 45, 50, 60 years old in the club. I don't want your asses to be flying overseas at 65, 70 years old, banging broads in Thailand.